Good day, everyone. It's your girl August back on my channel Shades of Grey, which today we are going to do the segment called Both Sides, in which I take a trending topic or controversial issue, anything pretty much that's happening right now that's causing conversation. I take the story and in true Shades of Grey fashion, we are going to break the story down and get this side, his side, her side, and discuss everything in between. Okay, and then I am going to give my final thoughts on that. So today we are talking about the Uber driver lady who decided to bring justice to a woman whose husband was cheating on her. So what I'm going to actually do is just go ahead and play the audio, and then we're going to take it from there.
If you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you ever need a Lyft or an Uber and you get in my car, be forewarned. If you ever pull this kind of shit that this guy pulled today, you got the same thing coming. Today I picked up a guy. His wife and his kids walked him out to the car, said, "I love you, Daddy," blah, blah, blah. So he gets in, he says, "Hi." He goes, "I added a stop." I said, "I saw that." So we go and we pull up at the stop, and this lady comes out. She's got a little bit of luggage, like a handbag and a tote, a small tote. She gets in and she's like, "I am so glad you finally got away from your damn wife." Okay. So then he kisses her, and it wasn't a "hi, how you doing" kind of kiss. And so he goes, "I changed our drop-off location." I said, "I saw that." I didn't know exactly where it was that they were going at that particular time. I just saw that it had an update. So they continued to talk and this, that, and the other. And she says, "I'm tired of you putting me off. When are you going to leave?" And he said, "I've got some things I've got to take care of. Let's talk about this later, blah, 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 blah." Keep in mind, I was about 5 miles from his house. So understand something. This is my car. I work for myself. I am an independent contractor. If I choose to end your ride, it's my choice. Uber's not going to fire me. Uber's not going to ban me. Uber's not going to get rid of me. If you are doing something crappy in my car, I have the right to handle it however I see fit. Well, things didn't turn out so well for him. I took him back to his house. I drove up and made him and her get out of my car at his home, where his wife and his kids were. There was no other way this was going to go on. There is nothing worse than a dog. I don't give a fuck if you're a female or you're a male. Pull some shit like that in my car and you're going to get done like that. Karma's a motherfucker. Be better people. Do better in life.
All right, so that was the gist of it. We all heard that. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. When this came out, there was a lot of people questioning, was she wrong? Was he wrong? Was she wrong? Was he wrong? Was the girlfriend wrong? Okay, everybody got 3 different people they said to blame. They wanted to say the Uber driver was wrong. She should have never done it. The side chick should have never opened her mouth. The man shouldn't have did it in the first place. Okay, so let's talk about. I'm gonna go from the side of the driver. You don't know people's moral compasses. Let's start off with that. You don't know who you're dealing with if you don't know who you're dealing with. Okay, so this woman has a moral compass that this man doesn't know anything about, right? Okay, so you decide that you wanted to do something wrong. Why bring another person in it if you don't know who this person is or what their reaction can be to anything? And again, I'm not talking right and wrong here. I'm talking about this situation, and not what is right or wrong type thing, but more so of what's happening here. Let's break down what's happening. Okay, so he brought this driver into his situation. Now, again, right or wrong, if you're going to do something, you need to do it right and don't do it sloppily. I feel like he was very sloppy with this because, again, not saying cheating is right, but obviously not any means. Again, we're just talking about this story, and what happened in this story. You decided to bring another person into it, first of all, unwillingly. He should have never made this woman an unwilling accomplice in his plan. I mean, keep it all the way, he should have got his ass dropped off at Hertz, okay? You should have got dropped off at Hertz, got you a rent-a-car, and picked your side chick up on your own. You should have never involved this Uber lady. Because as she said, she's an independent contractor. This is Uber. We all have at this point been in some Ubers that made us want to be like, damn, this is really not, this ain't Yellow Cab, okay? This is some random person picking you up on their own moral compass and their own beliefs, and they're individual in all sense of the word. And what I mean by that is when you're doing working with a major company, if this is like a Yellow Cab or something that hires people, puts them on a clock. When you go into your job, your 9-to-5 job, you are being doing what that company is telling you how to do. Okay, everybody's had a set of values when you go into the company. They always say the company set of values. Sometimes they make you memorize the set of values. You go by what they say. Okay, so that is majorly different from working with someone that's independent on their own. They have a limited core values. They have core values, of course, but at the end of the day, some of them are just like, you just need an ID, you need to pass this test, and that's it. It's on your own. Do you want to take this ride or not? Okay, that's what she's trying to say when she said, "Oh, I'm an independent contractor. I do what I want." That is what she's trying to say. That whether or not she can get fired of this is, I mean, I don't know. She could still. I mean, they could just tell her she can't drive anymore. So I'm not sure about that part, but still, at the end of the day, once that man got in the car with this Uber driver, he did not realize the simple fact that you have this devious plan and you don't know who you're working with, okay? You don't know what this person might feel about what you're doing, and that's your fault for putting yourself in that situation. You know, if you're gonna go and rob a building, if you see somebody outside the building, you say, "Hey, did you see, anybody in here?" And the person goes, "No," and you go in that building, you don't know who that person was you just asked, okay? Or if you tell that person, take a look out, take his $20 or whatever, you add somebody else in the element, you don't know who this person is, okay? This person could be the son of the person who owns this building, or this person could know the person who owns the building and immediately call the cops, or immediately call someone and say they're breaking in your building, and then you come out of the building, you get shot in the chest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you decided to bring a third party, brought somebody you don't know into your situation. So that's one thing there. I don't know who the Uber, again with the he don't know who the Uber driver is. What if she knew your wife? What if this was your wife's yoga class partner? What if she recognized you from your wife's pictures? Okay, what if when she picked you up and she didn't see your wife, doesn't know where your wife lived, but then saw you and recognized you and was like, okay, I'm about to take some pictures of you or record you in a car with this side chick. Like the whole point where I feel him being wrong in this is that he did not know who he was getting involved into his situation. You're going to do wrong, you need to have as little amount of people involved in your wrongdoing as possible. It need to be you and your wrongdoing and whoever doing wrongdoing with you that you know of, okay? So it should have been him going to Hertz, picking up his car, go pick up your side chick and take it to the hotel, took it to the airport. Y'all take out each other to the airport yourselves. You shouldn't involve a third party. That's on him, okay? So, now going to the other side of going against the driver. She don't know this man, okay? She don't know this man. Somebody could have died in this situation very, very easily, okay? She could have taken this man back to his home. The wife could have saw that. It could have been her last straw. She could have turned around, come out, and shot everybody. Shot the whole car up and shot and killed the girl, killed the man, killed whoever. She came out or just met the man, come in the car, drop him off. She could have stabbed him to death. She could have shot the woman. Anybody could have died. She don't know that man. That man could have killed her. That man could have saw her going back and doing her little moral thing and bringing him back to her wife, and he could have pulled out anything or stabbed her, choked her to death. She don't know how bad he may not have wanted his wife to find out about this. She could have been willing to take her out. Him and that woman, side chick, could have killed her. Or he could have killed her and the side chick just to get the means by which people will go to hide their dirt cannot be underestimated. You cannot underestimate anyone's desire to not get caught. Okay? Domestic violence situations are some of the most deadly situations police officers involve themselves in. Domestic case violences. Okay? Domestic violent cases. Anything with the matters of the heart, husband and wives and all that stuff can end very deadly, and it's very possible, almost more likely than it is impossible. Okay, so that's a high risk thing she did. Something really bad could have happened from that. So again, what I felt should have been done in this situation is that, again, a man shouldn't have never involved the Uber driver. First of all, I mean, he shouldn't be cheating on his wife. I mean, but that's, morally me speaking, saying he shouldn't have done that. However, practically speaking on what happened in this situation and taking that out of it, he should have never involved another person into his shenanigans. He should have just been kept it between him and the side chick. The woman, the Uber driver, if this was bothering her, she has 100% right. I fully believe people are saying, oh, she should have just did her job. No, again, this is an independent contractor. She can do whatever she wants. It's like that man, you feel he has the right to cheat on his wife. Y'all might feel this woman has every right in her power to not want to have to go along with this. You're not going to make me an accomplice in anything, okay? Just like you're not going to put a suitcase with a dead body in my car. I don't want you and your wife here with your side chick talking about it. Guess what? I'm an independent contractor. I don't have to have in my car. Uber people kick people out of their car all day long for whatever reason they want to, okay? So she's not wrong for that. People are trying to say, oh, you should have just did your job. Honey, her job is what she decided her job to be, okay? What she could have done, however, is simply tell him to get out of the car. All she had to do was say, I'm going to leave you right here. Leave him and her wherever you found them, okay? When he went there and did that detour to the side chick house, he should have left them at the side chick house and pulled off. And that's it. Now you don't have to deal with anything. It's not morally for you. You don't got to literally be Captain Save a Ho, okay? So just that's my opinion. That's how I feel it should have went, okay? So my final thoughts on this episode of Both Sides here in the Shades of Grey channel, I would have to say, morality to decide whether you believe in cheating or not. I personally don't. But with this particular story, I feel like the overall moral is to mind your business. And I don't mean in that way. I mean mind your business. As in keep your business to yourself. And in that way, you don't have to worry about telling everybody else to mind theirs. Okay? And that is it for the channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this or found it interesting, to say the least. But yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys and talking to you on the next episode. Bye.